Hello, fellerinos and felleroos. How are we doing? Episode 3. Turnabout Serenade. Let's fucking do this shit, baby. Let's get it started! Yes! Objection. Let's rock. Is this Gavin, bro? We love you! Yeah, that's awesome. How nice. Bang! Rock on, everyone! This party's not over yet! Get out your handkerchief for our special guest! That's right, baby! The night is just getting started. Okay. Thank you for coming. Alright. 20-minute intermission. Oh my god, the blue badge is here! Yo! I love the blue badger. Alright.
This is so cool. Us at a Gaviniers concert?
Huh? Did you say something? My ears are still damn ringing.
The Gaviniers put the sick back in music.
That's...
Well, I thought Mr. Gavin was really nice. So I got those tickets at 20% off. They're hard to get a hold of, you know.
When you invite people to a concert, it's usually free.
Let's head to his dressing room, Apollo. You know, like we're a couple of VIPs. I've always dreamed of being a VIP at a Gaviniers show.
Trucy, you didn't know Prosecutor Gavin was before that case. What kind of fan doesn't know the lead vocalist's name?
Hey, this guy right is more like a prince. Let us in. Clavier. What a lovely name. He's so dreamy. Yeah, but I'm a girl. I'm supposed to swim over Gods of Rock.
God awful, maybe. Oh.
I bought all their stuff on their way home from the trial.
Okay.
I got 12 Gavinier albums and 15 concert videos.
That was quite a bit of impulse shopping.
I got an advance on my next 15 years worth of allowance.
What kind of allowance? For Mr. Right, that sounds like a real act of generosity. W Phoenix, bro. Who would have imagined me here at a Gaviniers concert? Watching Prosecutor Gavin rock. To be honest, he was kinda cool. I'm kinda envious. Not that I'd ever admit that to Trucy. What in the friggin' room is this? So messy.
Ah, you made it! Mr. Gavin, thanks so much for the tickets.
And the invoice you just had along with them.
You were incredible up on stage, Mr. Gavin.
Nothing like music to brighten the mood after the trial, yeah? And we're almost ready for our next act.
I'm looking forward to it myself. Lemira's singing, right? The siren of the ballad?
Oh yeah. That flyer said she flew all the way over for this show.
That's right, I happened to catch her show while overseas. Her voice is divine. I knew I had to invite her to perform with us. Lemira says, you praise me too highly.
Oh, who's this guy? He's huge.
Allow me to introduce Mr. Romain Letous, Lemira's manager, and her interpreter, incidentally.
It's a great honor for us to be here, and a great honor for Lemira to be heard in this country. That voice. Wish I could understand it. It's beautiful.
She's speaking in hieroglyphics. Oh, it's Lamira. I'm actually meeting Lamira. Lamira, mysterious songstress. Her quiet, deep song glides through the air, litting above a sparse but elegant piano accompaniment. Now this is music. She's a real artist. Again, I don't know what this is. I don't even know how to even make a sound for this. Lamira says, "We have long looked forward to this joint performance." Ah, Lamira, your voice. It is art. Yet without his piano to guide me, it is but a voice. Hello? I've seen this kid somewhere before. He plays piano at all of Lamira's concerts. He's cute and a really good pianist. Good pianists are a dying breed, I hear. Hey, hey! Phoenix is a god pianist. Allow me to introduce Machi Tobai. He is blind. This is why he never stays far from Lamira. They are always together. They're like characters from some fairy tale. Lamira's so, what's that word? Exotic. And mysterious. She does seem quite pretty. At least her eyes do. Hers is a kind of sightseeing musique. Huh? She travels the globe putting the sights she sees into song. Even though her appearance and voice are exotic, her songs remind us of something else. And warm. Sights into song? That's so poetic. She was gracious enough to put my music to my lyrics tonight. The guitar serenade. I hope you enjoy it. I can't wait. And now it is time for the next part where we Governor's hard rock a little rest. The stage is yours. The band members will not play during Lamira's ballad. Only Machi's tender tones and Lamira's dulcet voice. And my guitar, of course. Woohoo! Nights like this make it all worthwhile, you know? I should learn to play the guitar. There's not much romance in chords of steel. No, you're right. Shall we hit the stage then? Good luck, Mr. Gavin. Take care of your arts unstolen away, yeah? Let's go back to the concert hall, Polly. Polly. What the fuck? Magic! But no, Gavin. July 7th, 905 Backstage Hall. Wow, wasn't that more amazing? I cried a little. I'm also surprised Prosecutor Gavin actually burned his guitar. Yeah, that even surprised me, and I'm a magician. What a production. What a destruction. Oh! I think Professor Gavin was expecting that. He looked as surprised as I was. Is that what they call risking life and limb for art? I think he's my new hero. I'm not sure I'd call that art. Well, what are we doing here? Let's get to Mr. Gavin's dressing room. There's 20 minutes till the last part of the show. How many breaks does this band need? July 7. Gavin in his dressing room. What the heck was that? I was never consulted about it. Sorry, Mr. Gavin, sir. I asked the man in charge. I play a rock, not great balls of fire. Speaking of fire, I have a good mind to fire whoever's responsible. He seems upset. Apologize. Were you the one who tried to talk? Bruv. Why would I want to do that? I'm a fucking attorney. I'm not a murderer. What the fuck? Come on, man. Your assumptions are unjust and hurtful. How dare you? I can't believe you would accuse me. Yes, it was me. Hey! I didn't do it! So much for risking your life for art. The guitar serenade is ruined! Ruined! Well, let's try to talk to him at least. I'm not sure that's the best move right now. The flaming guitar. You mean the guitar? That wasn't part of the act? Part of the act? Who'd build a guitar on purpose? But it worked really well with the lyrics just then. Burning on in my heart. Fire. Burning my love away. All away. Wait, do you think the audience thought it was... Sounds like you got lucky. They probably thought it was part of the act. At least I did. He got lucky. And he didn't even realize it. Anyway, the guitar was the Ferrari. No! So it's a shitbox. Was the Ferrari of guitars. All the speed, all the sound, and all the price. If I burned one of those every shot, I'd go broke. Usually frugal for. I'm usually frugal for a rock band. Try that to Mr. Gavin. Today's been one disaster after another. My hog won't run, my guitar case is broken. They told me to be days like these. Wasn't Lemiroir's song incredible? You worked on it too, right, Mr. Gavin? Yes, thanks. It was a collaboration. I wrote the lyrics and she wrote the melody. You know, I was surprised you could sing in English. I'm sure she practiced a long time for this day. Here. What's this? It's the lyrics. A lyric sheet. It's yours. Signed by myself and Lemiroir. Yippee! Thanks so much. All I ever got to sign are the client defense agreements. It's okay, man. Almost time for the third act of the night. Oh, there's more? Yes, Lemiroir's party's done. Now it's time for us to drop our groove again, yeah? Hope you're ready to get it. Woohoo! Ready, Apollo? I think I'll pass. I'll add a bit with Lemiroir, but the rest could use a volume knob turned way down. Apollo, you're getting old. Does 22 qualify as old to a 15-year-old? Well, I'm going. Let the old folks rest backstage, yeah? Time to rock. Hey, you're older than I am. I guess we'll just, while we're here, do a bit of investigating. Oh, this Kari looks fucking tough. This looks really good. Oh, it's a stew. Okay, well, this is a bowl of stew. Made of plastic. Okay, well. So you know how I said it looks good? I promise I don't eat plastic, okay? Fuck's sake. I was like, oh, this looks really yummy. But I guess, yeah, I guess not. Okay. Bottle of the bowl has a G on it. They sell these at concerts? Whatever happened to t-shirts? Why would you... I don't... Whatever. Wait, the governors are all guys, so who has lipstick? Maybe I was going to go around and wears lipstick. I mean, it's not unheard of. Postcards. A postcard of Lamour. I can't read a single word of the sentence at the bottom. Trucy about one of these. I'll talk to her next time we're here. Okay. Got a lot of props, this guy does. That's an old guitar. The design is a character I saw in the hallway, but with sunglasses. What is Chuck got? It looks like he's crying. Since when was Rock about crying? You should end this guy email. Oh! That guitar looks like it was made out of a cop car door. Probably was. That's right. Trushy's not here to set me straight. Now I feel kind of lonely. It's okay, man. A police uniform. This one is a police man's hat and a pair of handcuffs. Oh. Guess the band is related to police. Must be Prosecutor Gavin's bad influence. Interesting. I thought rock and roll was all about being rebellious. Gloves. Stick with the gloves and sunglasses. Maybe I'll try these on. On second thought, no. There might be evidence for one of the prosecutor Gavin's cases. Yeah, you don't want to be doing all that. No, is that it? This. The heck is this? Chains dangle from the ceiling. They aren't glamorous, but I bet Detective Sky'd have something to say about them. Is that it? Am I all done? Backstage hallway. July 7th, backstage hallway. Hey, it's Emma! That right kid. No, I'm not right. Okay. Detective Sky. I'll let that right kid business pass. Call me Emma. Emma, we're on a first name basis. I mean, technically, I call her by her first name. So it's not even titles once you've shared a bottle of fingerprint powder. Yeah, facts. That's exactly correct. No, it's correct. That's a new one. So, Emma, what are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I'm snacking. You're always snacking though. This is nothing different than usual. You think I want to be here? No, fair enough. Me, total security in this pit? Security? Something happened? There's no knowing with that glamorous fop. Apparently he's all upset because something was stolen. He wanted security back here during the concert. Why does he get off acting like he's a big rock star? He is a big rock star. Hey! You listening to me? So, where's this door here lead to? This one? That's Lemuel's dressing room. Don't even think of going in there unless you want a piece of snackaroos in your face. Snackoos. Is she ever in a good mood, I wonder? Emma! Emma? For fuck's sake. I've never seen someone eat stuff from such vehemence. Better give her a wide berth. Ka-tonk! She snackooed me! I got assaulted. Oh, what's this? I saw this earlier. What's this? Some kind of headset earpiece? Why would someone leave this in the hallway? Emma, can we not? Maybe Lil Mars bodyguard dropped it. No, for fuck's sake! Stop munching, bro. Emma! Will you stop eating those snacks for 1 second and listen? Ha! If you think you're gonna pull for me for a snack, for my snacks for just to hear you mumbling, on and on about whatever, you're going to be sorely disappointed. At least I got her to stop munching. Dressing room. So this is Lamoire's dressing room. Even think about going in there, I'll... That sounded like a gun! Jesus! That, two of them, in fact. Something's going on. You, out of my way. Yeah, Emma! Lamoire! Lamoire! It's not locked. I'm going in. Oh my god. Are we gonna be witnesses? Because technically we were there. Lamoire's dressing room. Oh. What's that awful noise? Oh, it's the cons. Okay. Oh, the bodyguard's dead. Ah! That's... Oh, the manager, that's what I meant. It's Lamoire's manager, Mr. What's his name? Latouche! Oh no! Hey, you! Me? What's this room for me? I have to call for backup. Right, understood. You want me to make sure no one comes in, right? And don't touch anything. I'll be right back. So what we do is we touch everything. What's going on? I touched him just now and... He's alive! Mr. Latouche, can you hear me? Shot. Well, obviously, I was shot. Who? Who shot you? I don't know. Ask what? Ask witness. Witness? There was a witness? Who? Cold. So cold. Witness. You're cold? Don't worry. It's gonna be fine. Help us on the way. Can't see. Hang in there, Mr. Latouche. Tell me, who was the witness? The witness is Siren? How can I help with anything? And he is gone. Mr. Latouche! Yipes! Emma, what was that? Who's there? What's wrong? Emma, did you see anyone just now? Huh? No? I could have sworn I heard the door close. The concert's been cancelled. Backup's on its way. It's Mr. Latouche. He's dead, isn't he? That's terrible. I lost him. Romain Latouche, shot. And I heard his last words. The witness is the siren, whatever that means. 7th of July, backstage hallway. The venue's locked down. We took names and addresses before letting the crowd go. Good work, Dadian. I'll let you know if I find anything about the victim. Later. Thanks, man. It's investigation time then. Ja, Frillend detective. I don't need some rock and roller prosecutor to tell me that. One request I must make. Tell no one, on the staff or otherwise, about any of this. Ooh, a gag order. No word gets out, other than Mr. Latouche is dead. No word of the cause of death or of the murder. Tell no one. Not even Lamoire? Not even her. We must keep everything under wraps. Oh, one other thing. I need your signature on this, her forehead. Yours too, Freelane. On that? An investigation request? Why just us? You two are civilians. It's standard procedure. That should be okay to sign, I think. Information concerning the crime to be restricted to police and related parties. Right, well, get started with the investigation. I'm on it already. Okay, well that was... Ah, and one tip for you. Huh? Me? Try not to get into the Frillend detective's way. She's in a foul mood today. Gee, I wonder why. Cheers, Sherlock. We were all questioned as witnesses. And now none of us can go home. Investigate, alright? Our way. Yeah, we will! Yeah, we will, Apollo. Me and Tracy, the dream team. Somehow, I don't see us getting back to that crime scene anytime soon. I still can't believe I was there when it happened. Not an experience I care to repeat anytime soon. This is no time for novel gazing. Let's crack this case. I worry about Tracy. No, for real. She seems to have a very
loose idea of what it means to be an attorney. Of course, that's not surprising considering who her father— Hey! Something the matter? No, no. Let's get cracking. I'm the only one who was there. The only one who heard Mr. Lutus's last words. The witness is Siren. First order of business is to find out what he meant by siren. So we probably can't go into here. We probably can't go in there. Let's go to the stage, shall we? In the wings, okay. The stage looks empty. I assume I guess I have to talk to Prosecutor Gavin. Oh well. Nothing to do but go to the crime scene. Okay. Didn't they just say that we won't be able to go to the crime scene for a while? Okay, whatever. Here we go! Dressing room. Oh, it's you. I figured you'd come. You have to let us investigate the scene, please. You're attorneys, no? Shouldn't you wait until you're a client? Latus didn't ask me to, did tell me to ask the witness, the siren. With his dying breath, no less. Doesn't that count? Clarify all you want. You'll get those snacks from me. Oh, please? That's what I said! Please? Think of Paul and what? Oh well, I suppose. You did find the body with me. Great, let's get to it. Right. Just try not to touch anything. She's letting us look, and she's not munching her snacks. This bodes well. There are clues here. I can feel it. Leave no hanger unhung. No spot unspotted. Yep. Alright, let's have a chinwag. Mr. Romain Latus, was it? He was the ward manager and interpreter, apparently. This was his first time in the country. Poor guy. So I'm guessing he didn't know many people here. Doesn't seem likely. Of course not. Nor could I think of anyone with motive to murder him. Except for one person, of course. One person? Who? Lamoire. No one here might have had a motive, but she's from... What are you talking about? Hey, was that my idea? I said nothing. Alright, okay, my friend. What's with the snacks? Yeah, for real. He's a big man. Or was. I don't think even I would win a fight with him. Oh, really? Which is why whoever it was used a revolver, I'm guessing. We've sent a request to the Borganian embassy for more info on him. Well, you and I know more about the crime than anyone. You do? That's true. It was us who found the body. What? I guess that's what I missed for watching the concert. Hey, I wish I was watching the concert. Anything would be better than this. Well, we know the crime took place during the concert. And when we heard this shot and entered the room, the kid was already gone. What? But that doesn't make any sense. You came in when you had the shot and no one was here? How'd that leave the room? That window is a little small, isn't it? It was the fucking blind kid. Yeah, that got him. The mystery of the disappearing killer. Okay, let's do some examining. Oh, what a pretty brooch. Oh, Emma. You're not going to say, can I have it, please, are you? Oh. Look, you might be a cute little girl of 15. But that doesn't get you Annie's treatment with me. Oh. Styles you don't envy the young Emma. It's not about envy. It's about tampering with evidence. Note to self. Emma lacks sense of humor. Use caution. You need to learn to respect your elders a little bit. Something seems familiar about that brooch. No, you're right. I don't know what it is, but you're right. Well, there's the dead guy.
body, isn't it? Sure is. The victim, no less. Let's take a closer look. Eek! Go ahead, Apollo. You first. Me? No, you should go first, Ruthie. Really? Will you two stop bickering and get over here? She's munching on Snakus again. Hope he's not too annoyed. I saw this earlier. Eek! Is that blood? What do you exhibit on Apollo? You know more about red stuff than I do. Yep. Says who? Something is strange about this blood though. Is that what it looks like? It could be a word. Like there's an A maybe, and a K, and a T-I. I don't know. Apollo, look at his hand. He's holding something. Hey, no touching. You can throw all the snacks you'd like at me, Emma. But sooner or later, you're going to run out of them. Oh! Here's a good point. I'm a bit intrigued by this scene. Let's take a look. Ah, see there? He's holding something. What's this? A key ring? Okay. Is there a weapon belong to the killer? Certainly a possibility. What an unusual keyring. And what unusual keys. It's got Mr. Gavin's like logo on it. This could be a vital clue. Is that it? Body was holding a keyring. I don't know what it could mean. It must mean yes, thank you, Tracy. Does not like the kind Mr. Latouche would use. No, you're right. So the question is, whose keyring is it? Well, you're practically a detective there, Apollo. Yeah, okay, well. Practically, no. I'm glad it brings them so much trying to mock me. Is that it? So you got shot in the back, which is why you didn't see them. Which means if he was standing here, the killer must have gone out this window. And also, I hit her over there as well. Seeing that mirror lined up makes me think I'm in the dressing room. Because we are. You are in the dressing room. This must be makeup. I've never heard of most of these brands. Maybe they're too Borginian. All I know is they sure don't make for much of a clue. Okay. This is the murder weapon, isn't it? This revolver. That's right. A big old 45 caliber revolver. Wow. I don't know what that means. I don't know guns, but I'm assuming that's not good. I wonder who brought this in here. I thought only police were allowed to have one of those. Why are you giving me that look? I didn't do it. Nah, I'm not sure about that one. I didn't. Listen, I was out in the hall eating. Yeah, I was with you, girl. I know. No one here thinks you did it, Emma. It's hard to tell with you sometimes, Apollo. Hey, what have I done? I'm getting hated on. Wait, if the killer brought a revolver, it must mean they had planned this from the start. Well, clearly, that's right? I mean, you say a deadly high caliber. Aren't most guns deadly? I feel like that's just normal. She's still after that bridge, clearly. No, wait! If you want that bad, get your daddy to buy it for you. Then it always says, Tracy, if you want something, go find it or borrow it. Or when in doubt, beg. Leave it to Mr. Fuck's sake, Phoenix. Yeah, you should be. Tracy's future is not looking bright with Phoenix Wright as a father. But I'm more concerned about the owner of that brooch. No, that's also fair. Alcohol! Yeah! Oh, Apollo, can I eat some of those? Okay, I didn't click on the fucking grapes, man. Absolutely not. I know. But still, I yearn. Look, you're the only one eyeing that fruit here. Well then, what are you waiting for? Let's eat. Right. Whoa, stop it. You're too crazy. Emma,
You of all people should know better. But she tempted me. She's a temptress. Please, grow up. Hey. Oh. These are bullet holes? Looks like it. There are 2 in the wall. From the looks of it, the victim was shot once in the shoulder. The first shot must be. Yeah, this guy fucking sucks. But there are 2 holes. Wouldn't that mean 2 misses? The middle weapon is it went through the body. That's grim. I believe what we're saying here is the mark left by the second bullet after it passed through his shoulder. How did he die from a shoulder wound? Like, I mean, I haven't been shot before, so I wouldn't. Knock on wood. It does have ammo. No, you're right. No kidding. I wonder about this metal weapon. Because he was shot. If it was shot, he was shot in the shoulder. I feel like the shoulder hasn't got any vital body parts. What else can we look at? This television. Television. Okay. Apollo. Look at that thing. It's huge. That's a TV. Yes. Yeah, a wide flat screen. I want one of those. We've been wanting one for a long time on your salary, Junior. Wait till you're as famous as Mr. Right. Then dream. I don't think Daddy was ever rich when he was in law. Great. Just tell me my dreams, why don't you? I feel like he wouldn't be that broke. I mean, hold on. What's average salary of a lawyer? He's making $100,000 a year. I feel like, I mean, this is around the same time that Phoenix, around this. 2025. This is 2026. So, a ladder. Yeah, investigate. Huh? Another ladder. Actually, it's technically a fucking shadow. And so begins the step ladder. God damn it. Well, hello, Miss Fancy Pants. Please forgive me. Please forgive my lack of ladder discrimination. I'm just worried about the step ladder. I'm worried about why it's there. See, this Emma's got the brains. Why is the ladder there? Well, to climb, right? To raise something on the ceiling. This vent. I still say it's a step ladder. Okay, cool. Well, what about this vent? What's wrong, Apollo? That mouth of yours catching flies. Nothing. It's nothing. Maybe that's how the killer escaped. That's what you're thinking, right? When we arrived on the scene, the killer had already fled. Or he or she must have had a way out. Everyone is one possibility. But it's much too small. Not if the killer were about your size, Drusy. I didn't do it! I was cutting the dance floor. Thank you. I know! Of course I don't think you did it. It's hard to tell with these guys! Hey, what have I done? This is back-to-back accusations. I want to investigate this window as well. Look, there's a little window over here. Maybe the killer escaped through that. It's barely big enough for me to get my head through. Not to mention it's only open as a crack. What? I was just saying it's possible. Right. No harm in that. I'm pretty sure it's impossible. You could peek into the room though. Okay. Have we spoken? Yep, none of those options. Let's head back out. Let's examine this. What's that? It looks like some kind of future phone. Not a phone, a transceiver. Yeah. Exactly. It's called a headset. What's a headset doing on the floor? Wait, do you think Mr. Latouche might have been wearing it?
Like one of those bodyguards? I don't think he was when we first met. The LED on the site, it must be on. Okay. I think we head to the stage now, maybe? Nope, not yet. Okay, fine. I guess I will just shoot myself. What if we head back into the Gaviniers dressing room? Aha! July 7. Gaviniers dressing room. Huh, looks like nobody's here. Prosecutor Gavin's probably busy with the case too. No rest for the wicked. No rest for us either, Apollo. Let's get rockin'. Rock. Box. Okay. Box. Hello. Did I miss? Maybe I need to investigate some shit out here. The Blue Badger. That's the Blue Badger. Yeah, it is. The police mascot. Does the Blue Badger have something to do with the band? Well, yeah. The Blue Badger is the Gaviniers mascot too. Huh. Go figure. I hear those things fly off the shelves. I'll have to take a closer look at one someday. Looks like an instrument case. A big instrument case. There's a great magic trick you can do with one of these. Huh? What kind? The miraculous beautiful girl escapes the case illusion. So it's the girl who's miraculous, not the escape. So picky. Sorry. A concert poster for the Guilty as Charged tour. I love that name. Guilty as Charged. Seems kind of negative to me. Well, why don't we do the opposite? Magic Tricity presents the Innocent as Charged tour. It kind of loses its impact, doesn't it? Yeah, a little bit. Vending machine. I'm thirsty, Apollo. Want something to drink? How about this one? A Steel Samurai Soda. Now in real steel flavor. Huh? Here, my treat. Hey, this isn't enough change. The machine's soda cheaper. This one is highway robbery. We've been robbed. But I don't know what to do. I don't know. Oh, dressing room. See another crime. Not supposed to go in there. But aren't we involved? Aren't we duty bound to investigate? Sadly, no. The situation being what it is, now may be our best chance to do some snooping. Okay, let's head back in. Maybe I can present the metal weapon to Emma. Emma! What do we have to think about this? So this is the metal weapon. This revolver is incredibly heavy. It's been fired twice. You can still smell the gunpowder. That's odd. What's odd? Oh, nothing. Hey! Not fair, tell us. It's just... see how much this revolver seems... strange. Strange? No. Seems pretty normal to me. What do you think about this revolver? Well, it's pretty big and heavy. That's right, it's a 45 caliber. What does that mean? Hold on, 45 caliber. Okay. It's a handgun cartridge with it's a diameter of 0.45 inches. Then a 32 caliber would be smaller. And then a 64 caliber would be bigger. Like a sniper rifle. No, but an AR, okay. Then what's a sniper like? I don't know guns. So it's limited one of the deadliest revolvers around. Damn! Even the police took carry guns this big. Really? Yeah, doesn't make any sense. You don't need so much power to kill someone at such a range. It's overkill. I'm not sure I see the problem. I mean, whenever I go out to eat curry, I order it extra spicy just to be sure it's spicy. Of course, I can only ever eat 1 or 2 bites. And that's not a problem. So there's another thing about this gun, this big. It's a little straight on the shooter. Straight. Yeah, say if you were to fire this revolver, the recoil would probably dislocate your shoulder. Jesus! Ouch! It's like the shooter's a victim too. Yet the killer used his revolver twice. I guess whoever did this was used to shooting. Used to shooting a high caliber weapon? Well, that's about it. I think we've looked at just about everything there is. I guess you're right. I had a high feeling. It is hard to know when to stop. But anything more involved has to wait until the squad gets here. Ugh, I suppose. I'll go report the evidence. Sorry, but could you be here till I get back? Huh? Oh, actually, we have to. Great, thanks. Okay. Bye, Emma. She left. Yep. What do we do, Apollo? She told us to wait. Oh my god, she's going to take the bridge, isn't she? Great. Now how am I supposed to investigate? Oh well, I guess I can't be helped. Let's go. Huh? Go? Time's wasting, Apollo. We've got a lot of ground to cover. Well, that's true, but on second thought, why not? I'm sure everything will be fine. Of course it will. Let's go. Can't we just grab this now? Like, let's just grab it. Let's just grab this brooch. No snatching people's brooch. Darn. Maybe there's another one lying around here somewhere. There is. You can't have one either. Okay. Don't be so stingy, Apollo. I think the word you're looking for is principle. No, I don't think so. I think you're being smelly, Apollo. Oh. Backstage hallway. Hello? Eek! Who's there? We didn't just imagine that, did we? He's wearing a silk hat. Friend of yours? Hardly! Whoever that was, he surely looks suspicious. That's... yeah? Now we go back to the stage, surely. Stage. Yes! New area! Woo! Oh my god, another ladder to investigate. Yes! Let's investigate this ladder, shall we? What is with today? Problem after problem. You ain't kidding. It's the 2 leading members of the Gaviniers, Apollo. Cavalier on vocals and Dario on guitar. They're so cool. I have a hard time thinking of Caliban as Clavier. As anything as a bar prosecutor, honestly. Huh? What are they arguing about? Probably the case, I'd bet. Yeah, probably. My hog won't start, my guitar case is busted, my guitar's been burnt to a crisp, and top it all off, someone's dead. And there was a problem, and that was a performance just now. What was that all about? Hey man, don't blame me. You're the one who missed the cue. Me? Miss a cue? How could I conceivably get the most important part of the song wrong? How? What's all that tiny playing of yours? Who you calling tiny? Tinny. Tinny? Tinny, not tiny. Tiny is T-I-N-Y. I'm stupid. One of those differences in musical direction bands are always splitting up over. This is hardly the time. What are you two doing here? Hiya. We were just discussing the investigation, if you don't mind. Sorry, wait, you were what? Listen, you need to confirm that with Public of Borgina, Detective Crescent. Right. Anything else? Wait, he's a detective? Wait, what did you just call him? Detective? Ah, greetings. It's a very long quiff. Narian Crescent, Criminal Affairs, Division 3. Hello? Criminal Affairs? Apollo? You really don't know anything about the Gaviniers, do you? Something tells me that's about to be remedied.
First things first. Ladder. Look, a ladder. I guess they need one to work out the lights and such. Why don't they just use a step ladder? I prefer step ladders, really. Is that so wrong? Not wrong, just, well, why do you prefer step ladders? James or something. They're so much more flexible than plain old ladders. I prefer my ladders rigid and stable, thank you. The case. About the crime. Which crime do you mean? The murder. What else? Oh, that. Britain today has been a parade of crimes, you see. Possibly Gavin was singing the blues earlier, wasn't he? Talking about his hog, his guitar case. Anyway. I'm afraid you know more about the killing of Mr. Lissus than I do. For now, at least. Huh? You do want to find the body, yeah? While we were in the middle of a performance, no less. Aren't you going to examine the crime scene, Prosecutor Gavin? I'll leave that to a detective. Wouldn't want to step on their toes. They're not exactly best bodies, are they? Emma and Gavin, I mean. Well, what to do next? We rotate at the same. Gavin may be right. We might be the most informed for once. Maybe Gavin can shed some light on things we found. I don't believe you, Apollo. How could you come to this concept and not know about the Gavin is? Well, it's not surprising. Like, even our ancestors knew nothing of America's existence once. I know America exists. The Gaviners aren't just an average rock band, Apollo. Each member is connected to the police somehow. Oh, the police? The real police. By day they pack heat, by night they heat up the stage. By day those lips interrogate, by night they sing songs of unrequited passion. Okay. They debuted 7 years ago with 13 hard years for love. That's 13 years hard time for love. Then came Love with No Chance of Parole. My Boyfriend is the Prosecution's Witness. The list of hits goes on and on. This here's my right-hand man, Darian Crescent. I note the melodies and he attacks him with his guitar. He's about a rogue. He's a bit rogue, really. And this guy's a bit of a perfectionist. When a performance goes the least bit wrong, he goes into this funk, just like today. I heard murder would be a bit more off-putting than a real one concert. It's a concert today. What a disaster! I'll get to the bottom of this, and then we'll see who missed Q. The Miss Q they were arguing about that before. Great. I love nothing more than questioning tormented artists. The Miss Q. What's this Miss Q you keep talking about? Aha! You heard it, didn't you? From the audience? Actually, I didn't notice anything. See? No, I'm just gonna pick up on that. Can you guarantee an entire audience of amateurs? No! Now take a listen to this. What's that? A mixing board. We used it to record our concert tonight. Aren't we supposed to be investigating a murder? Well, we've come this far. Might as well go all the way. I've always wanted to learn about the recording industry. Okay. This is but one of the devices used in recordings. Okay. Let's record each member's performance separately. Use the sliders of the volume for each part. Check it out. This is pretty interesting. Wow, neat. So could you say hear only the drum part? Of course. That's how we'll find a criminal guilty of missing his cue tonight.
I am more concerned with the other criminal, the one who kills people. If you want to help on this case? Do you want to help on the case? Then help me with mine. I guess rock and roll comes before prosecuting. Let's begin. First, we'll bring up the part of the performance in question. You can simply choose the section of the song you wish to hear the uppermost bar. Like so. Okay. There it is. Now listen. What am I... Is something wrong? You couldn't hear it? Listen again closely. I don't... the timing's a little off, isn't it? You see? There. Right at the most important part. Even an amateur can hear it. An amateur with a mixing board, maybe. You're missing the point. We'll never sort out the crime until we're perfect. Perfect! Here he goes again. Right. Herr Amateur. You will prove my point. Me? You will find the missed cue. You will tell us which instrument, which part, is the guilty party. But how? Did I not just explain it? Move the sliders with W and A, okay. Then you will find the part that hopelessly bungles with Q with A, okay. Find it with your untrained amateur ears. Nothing to do but try, Apollo. I guess. I'll admit, this looks kind of fun. First, review. Use W and S. Yeah. Control the section with Q and E. Use A to switch to parts. Got it? Once you find the guilty, press R. Okay. Time to rock. Okay, so let's just turn this one down, turn this one down, turn this one down, turn this one down. Okay. Is that? This seems off. Is it this one? This part is off. Which is that? Second guitar? Ah. It was you, Darian! Ah, well, it looks like the cat's out of the bag. I'm so fucking... God, I should be a music mixer. Holy crap, I'm awesome. Can't actually let's Killers Walk Free, Darian. Here they go again. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to ask about the concert. It's starting to feel like we're just wasting time. Because we are just wasting time. But it's all experience under our belts. That can't be bad. Why am I gonna need that? I still can't get over the title of that song. Guilty Love. Do, 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 do. Okay. What if I present some stuff to him? Because it has his logo on it, so I'm going to present this. That! Does it look familiar? Familiar? It's mine! That's my keyring! I've been looking for it all over. What? This is yours, Mr. Gavin? I knew it. Apollo! How can you make that I knew it face? This is the keyring that was... Yeah, I know. Thanks, anyway. So, where'd you find it? Actually, the victim was holding it. Like he was trying to keep it from the killer. Even if it meant his life. What?
The victim? You mean Mr. Latoos had my keys? Indeed. When will my trials be over? Speaking of trials, I've never had Mr. Gavin whine in court like he has been today. Emma was right about the fop, I'll give it that. Apollo! Mr. Gavin, maybe we can help. Tell us about your troubles today. I really don't think that's... Tell us. And we'll keep mum about the... We'll keep mum about the keyring for now. You blackmailing me, Fräulein? Would seem that we are. You were saying something about your motorcycles not starting.
Again.
I heard something about your car case being busted. You're well informed. You mentioned it a few times. It all happened this morning. It's all this keyring's fault. The keyring? It's got all my keys on it, yeah? My bike key, my car key, and the key to my guitar case. It's this keyring. It disappeared. I thought I'd put it in my jacket pocket. Because Mr. Gavin's keyring disappeared. I had to come to the concert by taxi. How embarrassing! In order to get my car, I had to break the lock. Wait, this guitar wasn't the one that... The very one. Up in flames. I'm right on stage too. I actually thought that was part of the show. Crazy. And on top of it off, Mr. Whose life was taken. Nobody talked about days like these. Strange days indeed. You think? What's wrong, Trucy? I was just trying to listen to everything. First, this heart-shaped keyring gets stolen. Then a very specific guitar case flares up on stage. Then Mr. Latoos dies. Yes, and... Could it really all just be a coincidence? Coincidence? Meaning? Darian, can you make any sense of all this? Hey, don't look at me. What do you think, Apollo? Huh? I mean, either Mr. Gavin's having a really bad day, or all this was planned. You aren't thinking what I think you're thinking. Are you, Fräulein?
I am.
What? What? Hey, don't leave me in the dark with Spike. Here. There's Apollo, but yeah, I agree.
Don't leave us in the dark. What are you talking about? Haven't you noticed a connection, Apollo? A curious connection between all of Mr. Gavin's troubles today? Well...
I have noticed! You know, something was bugging me too. The keyring and the guitar key in the body. Slow down there, Polly. You look a wee bit dizzy. He's bluffing. He hasn't figured it out. Hey, now I have. Fess up. If you're a man, you're as clueless as I am. Nuh-uh. Huh? No. Give her forehead a chance. Let's see your evidence of the connection. Shall we? Evidence? I better think of something pronto. Come on. Let's see it. What's the connection between all of it? On that night when you stole away the keys, the lyrics. It's this, isn't it? A lyric sheet? The guitar serenade? What's that got to do with anything? It has everything to do with everything. Though I wouldn't have believed it if Fräulein hadn't pointed it out. What are you talking about, man? Enough with the riddles! Maybe it is a coincidence. Perhaps it means something. Don't you think, Fräulein? I do. Everything that's happened to Mr. Gavin today is predicted in the lyrics of the song. What? No way. Yes way. Look. Just think about everything that's happened to Mr. Gavin. The list and the order that they occurred while reading this lyric sheet. First, the keyring was stolen. And not just any keyring, a heart-shaped keyring. That's right here. When you stole away the keys, my heart held on to so tight. It's a heart holding the keys. And next, his guitar burst into flames. Burning on in my heart, fire burned my love away. And Mr. Toast was killed. Like a bullet of love, fire take my life away. But that's crazy. Yeah, no kidding. So everything that's happened today here, this song predicted it all? Or perhaps it was the other way around. Huh? The criminal could have based the crime on the lyrics. But who goes through all that trouble? Someone who moves in mysterious ways, no doubt. I believe you stumbled upon something quite vital and quite annoying, Fräulein. She looks pleased. The lyrics predicting the crime. Clavier. Seems a bit more than just a coincidence to me. I have to agree. The keyring, the guitar, and the murder. The keyring might have been stopped by accident. Yeah, the victim was holding it. Hard to think it was unconnected. That's true. Prosecutor Gavin's as calm and collected as ever. So the criminal matched their actions to the lyrics? That sounds likely. Why would anyone do that? While we think about that, I'm gonna get cracking on the biggest crime here. I'm gonna talk to the Borgin embassy about this Mr. Latouche. Ah, right. Thanks, Darian. I'll leave the pondering of mysteries to you. I'm out of here. A foreign national, Mr. Latouche was killed. It seems like that would have to be, I think it seems that would have to be the point of all of this. But they did more than that. The detectives was not only a murder, but a mystery. Music Gavin sure is irritable today. Maybe this is the real prosecutor Gavin we're not going to see in the courtroom. I've had enough, frankly. If you find any more mysteries, do me a favor, keep them to yourselves, yeah? Yeah. I guess this is all we're going to get from Prosecutor Gav. That leaves Lamoire to question. Prosecutor Gavin, do you know where Miss Lamoire is right now? Ah, I had to go to my dressing room. With that pianist, Maki Tabai, of course. She seemed shocked by Mr. Latouche's sudden passing. The Gavineers the Gavineers dressing room, got it. Alright, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh. July 7th, backstage hallway. He's back! Eek! Who's that? And he's gone again. There he goes again. Who is that guy? Huh? Tracy? You know, he did look sort of familiar. So he is a friend of yours? No, that's not it. Sorry, I don't remember. Curiouser and curiouser. Curious. Okay. Wrong dressing room. I'm an idiot. Wrong one. No, wrong one. I need to go to Gavinet. This one. July 7, Gavinet dressing room. Ah, Lamoire. What has happened? Well, you see, I can't really tell you. It's kind of top secret. Top secret. I do apologize. But you cannot know. No one shall know. I heard that Mr. Latouche has died. Yes. He was... Lamoire, you speak? Of course she speaks, man. I mean, I'm glad she's not speaking in hieroglyphics anymore, to be real. Because that was... quite annoying. I mean, you speak English?
Yeah, that's much better to say. Ah, yes. I mean, she sung a song in English. I was invited here from the Republic of Borginia? I don't fucking know how to say that word, man. But I am not Borginian by birth. Wasn't Mr. Latus your interpreter? That, yes. Well, it was Mr. Latus's idea. He thought it'd add to the mystery, you see. So you were speaking hieroglyphics for fun? But why? Then your pianist is also not blind. No, Machitubai is Borginian. Okay. He does not speak English. Now, please tell me. What has happened to Mr. Latus? Why did he... Actually, Mr. Latus was... Trucy! Huh? Remember what Prosecutor Gavin said? Not a word? But Mr. Latus is Lamar's manager. That's not fair to her. I mean, isn't she a related party? Precisely who Prosecutor Gavin doesn't want to alert, I'd suspect. All we have been told is that we're here in this room. It's very unsettling. I'm sorry, we're trying to figure out ourselves. Do you think I could ask you some questions? Of course. I'm always willing to help. She's as calm as she looked on stage. I can't put my finger on why, but I like this Lamour. What is it, Machi? What? But you'd be alone. What seems to be the problem? Machi, he's not good around strangers. He was just to take off a breath of fresh air. Would that be alright? Sure, of course. Watch you make a dart for it. Very well. What is it you wish to ask me about? Republic of Borginia. That's in Northern Europe, right? I didn't even heard of it. I started out singing in a restaurant. And a producer called me. Before I knew it, here I am. You don't say! You know, my dad plays piano in a restaurant. Producers tend to look for talent, Trucy. Hey! Namua, you're not from Borginia originally? Were you born here? Well... Oh, is that supposed to be a secret? Imagine, image is everything when you're a star. I know a bit about that, of course. I bet you do. Yes, it is something like this. A contract, you might say. But I'm also not to speak anything about Borginian in public. Image is important, I guess. She's not all image though. Her songs are lovely. A real landscape painter in sound. A painter in what? She travels the world, turning the sights she sees into music. That's the secret to your music's beauty, right? You're very perceptive. Oh, I use your songs all the time in my stage act. I don't have to pay for royalties for that, do I? Stop while you're ahead, Rosie. This landscape painter in sound, it too is an image. Yet without it, my songs would not be so widely heard. They even call you the Siren of Ballad. Wait. The witness speak to Siren. Wait. So, did she witness the crime then? Wait! In Borginian, Lamour means the Siren. Wait! I fear that, perhaps, already I'm not the Siren I once was. Are we not gonna pick up anything on that, Apollo? Your pianist, Machi, was it? He's cute, like a porcelain doll. He's very European. Well, of course he's European. I met him while singing in a restaurant in Borginia. He is an orphan, yet his playing is exquisite. Soon, he came to live with me. It's like a fairy tale almost. I notice he hardly leaves your side. Yes, well, he is blind. At first, I hesitated tracking him across the world. He doesn't speak English either, does he? He had never left Borgania before we met. I made his presence part of my contract. Marching out together, à la moi, together, always. That's cute. Mr. Latouche was my manager. New? Yes, from 3 months ago. Right when I received Mr. Gavin's invitation to come, I met Mr. Latouche at my office. He was to be my manager and bodyguard. As it turned out, my interpreter. Didn't he speak English? Yes, but we were to visit more places than just here. We had a concert in Japan scheduled after this one. Tough. Though I fear that may have to be cancelled now. Was Mr. Latouche from the Republic of Borgania too? Well, he's only with me for 3 months. I'm afraid there is much I do not know about him. And now, I shall never know. No one will ever tell me why he has died. I'm sorry. Professor Gavin said we won't talk to anyone. Mr. Latouche was a talented man. The siren of the ballad. That phrase was his idea, you know. I'm happy for him that it has become so well known. The siren. That's what he meant. Huh? Apollo? You are the siren, right, Lamois? That is the meaning of my name in Bulgarian, yes. It was the name my producer gave me, but why do you ask? It's very important. I had to know for sure if the siren was you. What do you mean, important? I'll tell you. You deserve to know. Oh yeah. We're spilling the beans. Siren. It turns out it's a very important word in this case. How? When we found Mr. Latouche, he was still alive. What? I heard him say something. His last words. Mr. Latouche, can you hear me? Ask. Witness. Hang in there, Latouche. Tell me, who was the witness? The witness is a siren. He said siren. Really? I was the only one who in the room to hear it, but I'm sure that's what he meant. I'm sure that's what he said. Mr. Latouche said that? Us the witness? And you're the siren, Lamois. Did you see what happened? Lamois? Might I ask, are you with the police? Well, no. I'm a defense attorney. An attorney? Yet there have been no arrests, no? Is that a problem? Does an attorney not work for a client? If you have no client, you should lead the investigation to the police, I think. But Lamois, I am sorry, but I cannot answer your questions. I'm afraid you lack the authority to ask them. Why? If she witnessed the crime, why won't you tell us? I believe we are through here. I believe so. Well, that's interesting. Where do we head next, babe? Where do we head next? I don't know. I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go. Hold on. Did I forget anything in here that I haven't investigated yet? I'm just making sure. No. Check back in the more dressing room. Ladder. Another ladder. Activate the ladder. Well, hello, Miss Fitzy, for fuck's sake. I like investigating ladders. I don't know where to go. Backstage hallway. Back to the stage. Man, what do I fucking do? Do I have any? Wait, that brooch. Wait. Is this hers? She's 40. Why is he here again? Hey, that's rude. So this is the guy who died. I guess that checks out. Criminal defense. So let's present this brooch. That reminds me. Does this brooch look familiar to you? My brooch? Yes. Well, it may be mine. Oh, well, yeah. Ha! We have got him. Checkmate, idiot. Yours, Lamoire? Really? That's interesting. I was wearing a brooch earlier, you say. I bet you were. What happened to it, huh? I must have lost it. Well, that explains the brooch we found. Yeah, it definitely does. It was Lamoire's. Thank you. I was wondering where I dropped it. So this brooch belongs to her? That begs the question. Is something wrong, Apollo? What was this brooch doing at the crime scene? I mean, it was technically in her place. I don't know. Man, I'm at a fucking standstill. Do I need to present some more stuff to her? I need to present some more stuff to her. Use postcards. Look! Yes, because she wanted what we was told to come out when she was with us. Look, it's a postcard of Lamoire. What is that at the bottom? I've never seen them before. Must be native tongue. Or Guinean. A landscape painter in sound. Is that what it means, hey? That is how it would translate to roughly. Okay. Please take one. A landscape painter in sound. That's a nice image. Now this has to be everything, right? This has to be everything. Yes! Thank God. July 8, 12:22, backstage hallway. Whoa! Who's there now? Emma! Ah, it's you. Where were you? Ah, Emma! Something wrong? She looks grumpier than usual. You bet something's wrong. The impossible's happened. It's all your fault, you know. Oops. Maybe this is about us leaving the crime scene. What do you mean, impossible? Well, it's gone. Utterly gone. What's gone? The body, stupid! What else? Eh? Mr.'s body has disappeared. What? July 8, Lamoire dressing room. Prosecutor Gavin. From your vacant stairs, I gather you've heard the news? I heard Miss Latusse's body has gone missing. Look for it yourself. What the fuck? Quite the pickle. Quite the pickle. How can you just stand there? We have to start the investigation. There's no need for alarm, Fräulein Detective. Eh? All entrances and exits have been sealed.
The body will not leave the building. So I'll suggest we go find ourselves a cadaver. There will be plenty of time to ponder the whys later. Well, you seem pretty sure of yourself, Mr. Gavin. Oh, we'll find him. I'm rather enjoying this. How could Mr. Lucius' body just disappear? Well, you heard the man. Let's get searching. Hey. I don't know if this is the right time, but... Yes, Darian? See, Gita's gone missing. It was in the middle of... It was in the dressing room. Gita? Who's Gita? That's what I call my guitar. You like, man? Your guitar was stolen? This hasn't been a good day for guitars or Gitas. Okay, body first, then guitar. And if someone finds that guitar, please bring it to the dressing room. Gita's like a missing person, not lost and found, man. The fuck is going on? This throwing act. Well, this sure is a... What do you call it? A sausage? A pickle. No, wait. It was a pickle. Emma... And it's your pickle. I told you to stay in the room. Sorry. Not much else I can say. It's alright. Top priority now is finding that body. You can make up for it to me later. 10 bags of chocolate snackoos should do the trick nicely. You should watch your sugar intake, Emma. Okay, where can I go? The stage. July 18. Or what? No, July 8 in the wings. Something different to you, Apollo? Something is definitely different here. Let's check it out. What's different? I don't know what's different. I'm not sure that's... Oh, that's on part right now. Let's look at that thing in the middle of the stage. Oh, yeah, okay. That stage there must have been lowered before. That's the tower that Lamar Gavin was standing on. Someone must have raised it. I don't see a way to control it from here. Apollo, what about the ladder sitting against the wall? We could use to look up the top. Maybe we should get Emma. What are you talking about? We have to see this out for ourselves. I'm not so good with heights. Stop whining and start climbing. Ugh. Did not look high from below, really. When you get to the top, it felt like one of those 15 feet. I felt every one of those 15 feet down. And of course, I wasn't thinking about the height anymore. That's what we fed up there. Eek! We found two things we were looking for, and one thing we never expected to find. The body, tied hand, and the pianist, Machi Tabai. What the hell? What the fuck's going on? July 8th, we're back at the right anything agency. Wow, that concert last night sure went south in a hurry. No kidding. Why did they arrest Machi? Why? Don't look at me. It's not like it's my fault. Machi Tabai, the blind pianist, arrested on suspicion of murdering Romain Latouche. I can't believe such a cute little boy could do something so horrible. I guess they had proof of some kind. What proof could possibly prove that? Morning! Oh, hello! Prosecutor Gavin? What a night, eh? I apologize for being so upset. Mr. Gavin, do you know what's going on? Why did they arrest Machi? Why? Don't look at him like it's his fault either. It was tough for me too. We performed together last night after all. Yet? What? The powers that be say, given the circumstances, it could only have been him. What do you mean, circumstances? Lamar was invited from Bergina as ambassador of goodwill. It is vital with this case be wrapped up swiftly. That's all the powers that be want, really. Wait, what? Those are circumstances, alright? But what makes Machi the possible suspect? Her forehead. You'd have forgotten that you're talking to the prosecution, the enemy. Ah, right. I think I like the side of Gavin better, actually. I'm not at liberty to discuss the particulars of the case. Especially not to the defense attorney. What? Did you just say me? The defense attorney? Is this canon? Have I been elected to be the defense attorney? That's what I came to tell you. He's down at the detention center. He wants to request your services. Me? Okay. You mean Machi? Machi wants me? That's what we've been waiting for, Apollo. Let's get going. Right. Good luck. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. I'm off to the question Lamoire. Right. Later. I'm up to this. Hopefully this guy speaks a little bit of English. That would be good. July 8th. Detention Center Visitor's Room. Well, I just don't get it. I refuse to believe a cute little kid like that could do something so terrible. You said that already. Hello? Page issue. He doesn't speak English. Machi, everything's gonna be okay. We're here for you. Hi. Maybe you can tell us about last night? Yep. See, this is where we're at a bit of a problem. Huh? That was when I realized how tough it must be. A little kid like this, in a country so far from everything he's ever known. Maybe Lamar can help? But didn't Gavin say she was with him? Good luck. I'm off to his question Lamar. Well, what are we going to do? That's a good question. I can't think of anything we can do but go with this and have the best trial tomorrow. I don't know what's going on. And we're already going to trial. What the hell? This is gonna be miserable. We're going to trial and we haven't done anything investigation wise. We don't know his story. Nothing. Well, good luck, I guess. Court is now in session for how do I say that? Machi Tobai, Your Honor. The Pixie of the Arpeggio. Right, his trial. Court is in session. Is it? Okay, well, this is gonna be tough. Alright. Did my game just crash? You're fucking kidding. Of course it did. It loves doing this to me. Okay. Come back to me. Come back, sweet prince. Okay. Let's get back in. Alright, we're back, we are backeth to backeth, my friends. Far out. Alright, at least we didn't get that far away from where we started. At least it saved. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Prosecution is A-OK, Herr Judge.
Very well, Prosecutor Gavin. By opening statement, yeah? No, actually. There was something else I wanted to ask you about. Yes? Say, you're given something in the hospital with an incurable disease. What do you say to them? Eh? I mean, you wouldn't say, get well soon, right? You're not even kicking them when they're down. What are you talking about? Actually, I'm going to visit someone who's terminally ill, right after this trial. The Chief Justice's son. The Chief Justice? His son is afflicted with the most terrible disease. He doesn't have long, it seems. So I'll go pay him a visit. I thought I'd say something moving by the order of the day. Why don't grounds ever just say what's on their mind instead of pretending? She's looking at me with something like disgust. Hey! What are you looking at me like that for? In any case, I'm a bit busy today, so let's get this wrapped up quickly. Prosecutor Gavin, keep your opening statement briefly. You're in luck, Herr Judge. I believe you'll be going to the hospital sooner than you think. Huh? I don't agree. First, to review the victim in this case. Romain Latouche, age 35. The global managing for Diva Songstress Lamour. The cause of death? Blood loss due to being shot by a large caliber revolver. This report has all the details. Look at the cute little flowers on him. The court accepts this. Okay. 45 caliber. That's quite large, isn't it? No tip from that could not come out of his feet. However, the bullet struck him in his shoulder. The damage to the body was slight. Death was not immediate. Sadly, his blood loss was such a thing that he could not be saved. I suppose the victim's condition could have been much worse, considering. No, you're right. Crime photo added to the record. Have we only got 2 things on the record now? No. Just 2 new pages. Okay. Awesome. 2 shots were fired. One shot missed, the other penetrated and passed through the victim's shoulder. But both bullets were found in the wall at the scene of the crime. Observe the diagram. This is where the bullet hit. I see. The court accepts his evidence. We're talking about a 45 caliber revolver. We must assume that the killer was adept at the victim's use. Really? Yeah, apparently the weapons that size have a powerful kickback. It says, if say the judge tried to fire one, it would break every bone in his body. The defense would take more care in choosing examples. That's not going to help our case, Apollo. As I was saying, the victim was shot backstage in a dressing room. This dressing room only has one entrance, this door. That does seem to be the case, yes. However, there were witnesses who heard the gunshot. He's talking about you and Emma, huh? When the witnesses entered the room, it was empty, save for the victim's body, of course. But that's impossible! Exactly! This murder was impossible. For all but one person. One person? That is, of course, the defendant, Machi Tabai. I don't believe it was him. Only the defendant could have committed the crime. See, that's just convenient, isn't it? Because we need him to be guilty. Why guys? I don't believe my boy did it. But how? It's quite simple. The circumstances of the crime scene make it clear. Do they? Okay. Well, very well. I assume you have testimony to back up this claim. Please show the witnesses to the stand.
Emma! My goat. I love Emma. No, with Emma Sky. I'm a detective for the police department. I was at security details at the concert forum that night. Emma seems tired somehow. The concert, you say? Some security I was. I couldn't even stop a murder. Now, don't blame yourself. Things like this happen. Yeah, but... I guess. I've made even a bigger mistakes in my career. Have you? I'm sure that makes her feel much better. That's what I'm saying. In any case, because you were on security, the crime was quickly discovered, and we were able to identify the killer. You may give the court your testimony if you would. Describe the circumstances of that day and your discovery of the crime. Okay. She better not lie. All right, Emma, you better not lie to me, because I was with you. I know the truth. I thought this one should be easy to tell, because we were there with her. The night of the murder, I was on security backstage at Prosecutor Gavin's request. Only people involved in the concert were allowed backstage. At the beginning of the third set, I heard shots. I went to the room for the black rock music and found the body. I examined the scene and determined that only the defendant could have done it. Okay. Well, it was lucky that the detective was the first on the scene. But I was anyway out of the room, right? Yeah, pretty much. Then I don't get it. How can I say that Makichi did it? Because he's small? Looks like we need a bit more information. Very well. The defense may begin the cross-examination. Okay. The night of the murder, you were on security backstage. Hold it. The night of the murder was the night of the concert, yes? That's right. Come on, we were there. What was a detective doing on security detail, might I ask? If it was only a concert. My thoughts exactly. But orders are orders. Even when they come from rock gods. Prosecutor Gavin? Yes. Allow me to... I smelled something that day, you might say, the stench of a conspiracy. That day at the concert hall. Conspiracy? Well, isn't it obvious? My keys. The whole morning. No, the whole day was ruined. Okay. All because someone stole my keys. I couldn't ride my hog to the show. I couldn't open my guitar case. Here he goes again. Isn't it possible he simply misplaced them? Misplaced them? Misplaced items don't just wander into a murder victim's hand on their own. What's this, Prosecutor Gavin? If your keys are in the victim's hand, that makes you a prime suspect. Oh, okay, Judge. You're a bit too early on the old... You're jumping the gun a bit too much. Love acting slow acting and new Atraquin is waiting for you. He's singing something. Does everything with this guy have to be over the top? Yes. The thing happened in the middle of my concert. I was like a sailor adrift on the sea of sound. Anyway, I didn't want anything else stolen. So I put the detective with the most time on the task. I see. I can accept that, well, obviously, that's what happened. Okay. 3, 2, 3,
5, 3, 1. Cringe. I can accept that. But I can't. What do you mean time on their hands? Please. The testimony. Poor Emma. Only people involved with the concert in some way were allowed backstage. I mean, that does make sense, I guess. Okay, but we're gonna press it anyway. Hold it, please! We will let in there. I didn't know about that. I certainly didn't invite you. I gave the possibility to be there. I wanted to see her again. Oh boy, did you hear that? We're officially involved now. Gee, great. Some other hangers-on tried to get backstage, but I drove them off. So no other outsiders were there then. And then, at the beginning of the third set, I heard shots. You mean we heard shots? I believe we were having a chat when we heard the shots. You were the one chatting. I was eating snackoos. Ah, hey! No snacking in court. Oh, but sure. Drinking 15 cups of coffee is okay. Okay, Judge. Alright, buddy. And you're sure the shots came from Leroy's room? Yes, absolutely. Hey! I'm the one being contaminated. Well, I'm sorry. Here, let's keep you quiet. Good talk. Ah, thanks. So, for fuck's sake. So, nom nom. How about it, Emma? We were right. It had to be mistaken about that. Please, either talk or eat. Not both at the same time. Right. So after that, fuck's sake, me and Mr. Lawyer there opened the dressing room door. I went into that room filled with the blaring rock music and found the body. Rock? Blaring? Yes. When you say rock, are you referring perhaps... Don't say to like a stone. To this rock and roll music? Okay. Thank God. I was worried he'd be like, wow, like a bolt. To this rock and roll music that's so popular these days. That's right. When we went into the dressing room. The music was blaring over the speaker on the wall. They piped sound from the stage into the backstage through the speakers. That way people in the back could hear what was supposed to be on stage. Did it have to be so loud? You don't listen to the Galvaniers with your ears. You feel it with your entire body and soul. I always set the backstage monitors at full volume. But we walked into the room. The band was playing Guilty Love, I believe, making it easy to determine the time of the crime. If you keep music playing, then everyone on stage for that song has an alibi, including myself. Anyway, I clicked off the scene and started my investigation. We started our investigation. Examined the scene and determined that only the defendant could care. What makes you so sure? How do you know something like that? Because the small exits. As I said, it was clear from the circumstances. Listen, we know that there was only one exit from the room, that door. The small window only opened a tiny crack, and I was standing in front of that door. So how could the killer have fled the scene? There's only one possibility. The air vent. Ah! But the air vent was too small. Who could possibly... Exactly! Got you there, Apollo. There's certainly no way you could get through. Nor me. The only one who could fit through was a child. A child? Remember, access to those rooms was limited. Only those involved with the concert were allowed. And of all the people involved with the concert, only one is wanted to be considered a child. Trucy! No. The defendant, the pixie of the arpeggio, flitted upwards towards the sky and disappeared from the scene of the crime. Objection! This is all conjecture, Your Honor. Oh, I'm fucking so smart. But that's just conjecture. Oh, There was no other way out of that room. You were there. You should know her forehead. And there is another vital bit of evidence. Evidence? What? Marks found on the air vent grill. Traces that it had recently been opened. Wait, what? And something else was found, quite clearly. The defendant, Mark G's fingerprints. What? What? Well, that's real bad for us. Chat. That's... I've definitely seen better. That's not good. Okay. Order. The event was the only way out of that room. The defendant's fingerprints were found on the grill. Well, Herr Forehead, what photo does this suggest to you? Ugh. Only one could possibly pass through that vent. That doorway to heaven. And that one is our pixie. Why are you looking at me, Apollo? Hey, I was out whooping it up in the audience. So this was his decisive evidence. Quite decisive indeed. No. Nope. Judge, relax. Judge, you have to chill. No. Pause. I believe that's quite enough. Nope. Prosecution has a rather convincing case. Only way in and out of the crime scene was watched, making the defendant the only one who could possibly leave the scene. Simple and decisive. I believe you've heard enough to determine our verdict. No! Pause! Even if I wasn't in a hurry to make this hospital visit, I'm sure the Chief Justice would appreciate the gesture. Unfortunately, we have no direct witnesses. Fortunately, the criminal left decisive witness evidence for us. That will have to be enough. It can't be over already. Very well. I believe the total finished. Objection! If the defense has no contradicting evidence, prosecution has presented our proof, clear and plain. If you have contradicting evidence, it better be clear and plain. Well, that's... can we... Apollo, they've got us on the ropes already. We better come up with something quick. I know. Think, what can get us out of this? We need evidence, or a witness that can prove March is innocent without a doubt. Ooh. Mr. Justice, do you have a contradicting proof that can overturn the... Well, two things. Look at this guy for a second. Look at him. He cannot handle a 45 caliber revolver. If it dislocates an adult's shoulder, no matter what I do to a kid, and he fired it twice, he would have fucking exploded, bro. Do you have contradicting proof that could overturn the prosecution's case? If you do, you better tell us about it now. This is it. And so soon. If I mess this one up, it's all over. The course wants to call a witness. Prosecutor Gavin, you claim there were no witnesses to this crime. Are you absolutely sure? Absolutely. I'd swear it on my career as a prosecutor. And on my million-seller hit. And Atro Quinini, my love. There he goes again. That's too bad, because there was a witness. Ho ho, really now? But how did you come to possess knowledge the prosecution clearly does not? Because I am the only one in the world who knows this. What's going on? I had to talk to him now. He's alive. Mr. Toast, can you hear me? Cold. So cold. Witness. You're cold? Don't worry. You're going to be fine. Help's on the way. Yeah, but help didn't get there in time, unfortunately. A shame. You're going to be fine. Can't see. Hang in there, Mr. Latus. Tell me, who was the witness? The witness is... Siren. Blech. What? The victim said this before he died? Perhaps he did, and perhaps he did not. What do you mean by that? All we know is what her forehead says he said. It's the testimony, especially since it comes from the defense attorney himself. But it's the truth.
He said it. I even told you about it. But apparently you ignored me completely. It's my policy to fully investigate everything I deem relevant. Clearly this rookie lawyer thinks he can tell me how to do my job. That's enough. Mr. Justice, we need clear contradictory proof from you. This witness of yours, unknown to the prosecution. I hope you're right. Failure carries a stiff penalty. Perhaps a stiffer penalty than is usually called for? There's no backing out now. Let's hear the name of your witness, Mr. Justice. Bang! Lamoire! Recall Mr. Latous's last words. The witness is Siren. The Siren. Aha! He meant the Siren. That's right. The Siren of Ballad, Lamoire. Lamoire was only on stage for the second set, and she had access to the backstage area. She could have been a witness. I see. Well, Prosecutor Gavin, my claim still stands. There was no witnesses to this crime. Very well. Let's hear it from the horse's mouth then, shall we? We will now take a break from Detective Emma Sky's cross-examination. Please show Lamoire to the witness stand. Lamoire would say nothing the night of the murder. Not today, though. Today! Just fucking chair. We'll drag that story out of her, no matter what it is. It is my distinct honor to welcome the Siren of the Ballad to our courtroom. You are too kind. Ah, you can speak English? Yes, I can. Though I'm not very good. There is much I do not know. You speak so well. Have you spent time before? Actually, I do not know how I came by my knowledge of your language, nor where I studied it. What does she mean she doesn't know? I too thought to call her as a witness, but I did not. I had a reason, of course. What's that? Lamoire suffers from amnesia. Amnesia? Lamoire is not my true name. Yet, I remember nothing of the time I was given it. Nothing of the time before I started singing on stage. Whoa, she's even more serious than I thought. As lauded singer Lamoire, she gives a good life. There are little difficulties for her, thanks to her success. Yet, I did not wish to subject her to such unnecessary stress. I see. I care surprisingly little about people's past. You have nothing to fear in this court, Lamoire. Thank you. Yet there is something I do not understand. I'm being called as a witness. What might I say? No one will tell me anything of what happened. Lamoire, let me be frank. I did not want to ask you up to testify. Yet, that young gentleman with the wide... Can you stop insulting my damn forehead, man? Like, get off my back. It's not even that big. Oh my. Congrats, Apollo. You're the bad guy. Ugh. Well, now that you're here, please give us your testimony. If nothing else, the sound of your voice is welcome. Tell us what you saw the night of the crime. Okay, let's see the lies in your testimony. What you saw, huh? As for what I saw nothing. That night I was about to sing on stage, and this I did. I did not return back, so that's a lie. Because your brute was found in the backstage room. Then I was led by the police to put together a sitting room and told to wait there. That was where I learned something had happened, but I wasn't told the details. I must say, you sound wonderful just testifying, brother. I hope he was too distracted to clearly hear what you were saying. There you have it. She saw nothing that light. Now we can pray that the defense has the sense to admit defeat and refrain from detaining her here longer than need be. Wow, you just got badder, Apollo. Way to go. Well, Mr. Justice, keep it short and sweet. Oh, I wouldn't talk to me that of the crime. She must know something. I've got to find out what. Well, she's clearly lying. In the third statement, she's lying right here.
with this one. No. Hey! Objection! I'm sorry, Lamoire, but I'm having trouble believing you. You remember this brooch, did you not? Well, that was Lamoire's. She's looking for her song. Can you add that testimony? Prosecutor Gavin? What? This brooch was found after the murder took place. At the very scene of the crime. What? Lamoire, how did your brooch get backstage if you did not go there yourself? And as Prosecutor Gavin has just told us, you had been wearing it during your performance that night. What is the meaning of this, Lamoire? Please explain. Lamoire. Okay, back to speaking English, shall we? She says English is... Oh, didn't you can speak the language? She says English is quite difficult. The trick's not going to work here. Your forehead may be large, but you are a lawyer, truly. But you have missed one important fact. What now? Speak English, man! In fact, at the time of this incident, I went backstage, but only for a moment. What? Oh my god. Think back to the moment of the crime. You know whereof I speak? Should be saying all that. What are you talking about, Apollo? Right when the incident occurred. Ah! She's talking about that? What is room for me? I had to call her back up. Right, understood. But mission no one comes in, right? Mr. Sis, can you hear me? Cold. So cold. Witness. You're cold? Don't worry. You're gonna be fine. Hop on the way. The witness is Siren. Siren? How could a siren do anything? Yipes. Emma, what was that? Who's there? What's wrong? Emma, did you see anyone just now? Uh-huh. No? Could have sworn I heard a door close. I looked into the room. Just at a glance, mind you. So this is when your brooch dropped. And I explained, no it does not. Because it does. There was not a time I could have dropped it. But that's ridiculous. You looked in for only an instant, but you dropped your brooch? Hair forehead. She has raised a possibility. The only thing that can counter that is evidence. So she looked in at the crime scene. Actually, I intended to go into the dressing room. I knew nothing of what had happened, of course. But the moment I opened the door, I heard a horrible voice. A voice shouting, "Who's that?" no doubt. A horrible voice in the shut up, man! Ugh. I closed the door immediately. Yeah, but then Emma didn't see you, though. So that doesn't make any sense. Well, that explains the brooch. Let's return to your testimony. That's too convenient. She's hiding something. Well, obviously. Lamoire, you did look in the room though, right? Yes. Testify as to what you saw. Very well, though. It was only the briefest of glimpses. I performed. Oh, wait, there's something to perceive. That's well. Okay. Like, what doesn't ring true about a testimony? How about Lamoire's lying? She might not be lying, but she's hiding something. But wouldn't she have out of the murder? That's what I saw. It's probably the new one that you brought up. Okay. I'll perceive this. What? Wait, what was that? Gotcha! Was that something? I'm not sure that if that lump was something or that was just her speaking, but the late Mr. Truce's body, you say? Yes. You know something more about Latous's death than you are saying. What? I could see you trying not to remember. But the effort made you swallow.
You can't fool my eyes. It is true. It was so terrible after all. Why did Mr. Lotus have to be shot? One moment, Lamoire. Yes? What was that you just said? Why did Mr. Lotus have to be shot? Yes? She was hiding something. I knew it. Lamoire, I'm afraid you haven't realized it, but your words just now contradict your testimony. Eh? How could that be? Take this! Lamoire contradicted her testimony. I have the evidence to prove it. The investigation request, right? 'Cause she had no idea. Allegedly, she had no idea what happened. Because we were told to keep it hush. Tell me, Lamoire. How did you know he had been shot? Well, immediately following the incident, a gag order was placed on the scene. This is the document proving that. In testimony, you told the court, no one told me anything about the incident. But that's not true, since you never put the gunshot. Furthermore, you testified that you had seen nothing. Yet you knew that Mr. Lotus had been shot. How could you have known? Yowk! Got him. That one didn't hurt my eyes as much as yesterday's one did. For some reason. Lamoire, you aren't hiding from this court, I hope. You know, she's in this country for what, like a few days? Already in court? Poor girl. That sweet song of hers sounded a little too sweet. Ah, now I remember. Please, allow me to add to my testimony. Of course. All we want to know is the truth. She looks kind of pale, huh? She saw something, I know it. Even the victim said so. I saw bullet holes in the... Huh? But wait. If you popped in the door, there was a wall in the way. Objection! Lamoire, they call you the heart of the ballad, but lies are hardly becoming of such a creature. I'll put down words of my prosecutor, Mr. Justice. Such put-downs are hardly becoming of you, Apollo. Stop polishing your forward and start polishing your character, yeah? Come on. Can't I be cool for once? Observe the diagram real quick, yeah? Lamoire, you looked in from the door for just a moment, right? Correct. Yes, that is so. Mighty interesting then. There were bullet holes in the room, yes. Oh, she meant bullet I thought she said bullet holes in the sky, because, you know, her view door. She would have been able to see him, but she meant this. Eh? You see, assuming you merely glanced in the room, you could have seen those bullet holes. Yeah. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Lamoire. Yes? I'm afraid the defense has raised a good point. Off to do, Judge. It appears you have been holding something back. And I must tell you what it is I saw. I mean, normally that is what happens at a court case, yes. These happenings in the trial are being recorded, and I'm certain it will be on the news in Borginia. You understand your reputation is at stake. It falls to you to avoid tarnishing it. Personally speaking, I still believe that cross-examining her will yield us absolutely nothing. Of course you say that. But she knew about Mr. Lotus, how he died, and he named her as witness. Exactly, that's what I've been saying, bro. You must have seen something, Lamoire. Very well. Lamoire, please continue your testimony. Very well, I shall. Yeah, good. No more lies. what I saw part 2. I was on my way from the stage to the backstage exit. There was something like the little window. That's how I saw. That's. That is so stupid. Look at that. There were 2 shots. I couldn't do anything to stop it. But it wasn't Machi. It was a grown person. I know it was. Well, there that helps us. So you did witness a crime. And the killer was a grown-up, you say? Ah, this is my first time hearing this, I assure you. Nice play, her forehead. Very well, Mr. Justice. You may begin your cross-examination. Great going, Apollo. You're right about Lamar. What's wrong? You don't look too happy. This whole thing smells fishy. That's what's wrong. Okay. You're on your way from the stage. Something like a window. That's how I saw it. There were 2 shots. Couldn't do anything. Wasn't Machi. You know it, do you? Then who was it? A grown person? That's a little vague. I am sorry. My skill with your language is lacking, I know. Certainly, you could at least see whether the shooter was a male or female. It was a man. A young man. And you're sure of that? Yes. His voice was quite clear. His voice? Looking at this diagram, it seems the dressing room was quite cluttered. But then, if it was a grown man, where the hell did the grown man go? It does seem likely that you wouldn't have had a clip with the shooter. That's the thing, I rely more on my ears than my eyes. When I hear a voice, I do not forget it. That voice was the voice of a man. So you heard a voice, but wait. Couldn't that have been the victim, Mr. Latouche? Absolutely not! I'm not just saying I do not forget a voice. If it was Mr. Latouche who spoke, I would have known. Indeed. So you were at the window and heard the shooter's voice. The voice of a young man. Apollo, this is a good testament. No, it's not. That proves it wasn't me. Yes, it's good for that, but it's full of lies. Indeed. If this turned out to be true, it would cast this case in a considerably different light. What is the defendant's opinion to testimony? It's contradictory. It helps us out, but, like, it's a lie. Though it pays me to say, there's something about Lamar's testimony that rings false. Heh, bravo, her forehead. You're colder than I thought. I'm sure you remember what the problem is as well as I do, Gavin. As has been established, no grown man could pass through that air vent. He couldn't have heard the scene of the crime. That's what I'm saying. But that means Lamar has to be lying. I know. I know it's bad for our case, but I can't shut my eyes to this. Believe me, the idea was tempting. It is as her forehead says. Yep, this is not the only contradiction within a testimony. What next? What's he talking about? Oh, well, Lavoie, I understand why you would want to protect Machi. Yet remember, you are the siren of the ballad, and lies do not become such a creature. What does prosecution mean? Well, I'll tell you what it means. Apollo, what are you talking about? How come no one bats an eye when he says something like that? But when I say it, oh, how evil. I recall the crime scene quite well. I do too. The state of the room? Yes. When the murder took place. That window was closed. Indeed it was. That is true. I find it hard to believe. You could hear a voice through it. What if her singing is just very awesome? What if her voice is just very powerful? Her ears are just very powerful. Lemoire,
I feel him with the highest regard for your musical sense, but my opinion of you as a witness is somewhat lesser. But she's the only eyewitness we have. Alleged eyewitness. So you say. And the victim named her the site as the witness. That's right, that's what Mr. Latus. We heard your claim, and had a possibility, and it brought us to this. Judge? Yes? The prosecution requests that the witness be excused. Please. Damn. He's getting fired. I'm afraid I must honor prosecution's request. There is indeed a question of what is a question of credibility. But if Lamar can't testify, then we don't have a chance to prove Marty's innocence. No, we do not. This cross-examination is over. Gavin, you may continue making your case. Danke. Now, where were we? Ah, yes. I'd like to hear from the detective again. Wait. Let me hear Lamar's testimony one last time. But the cross-examination is already over. Until such a time as need as it rises, the witness may leave the stand. I'm sorry I could not be of more assistance. Yeah, you were completely unhelpful. At last, back to the real trial. Ready, her forehead? I didn't dismiss my only chance. Fine detective. How far had we got until we were rudely interrupted? Don't ask me. I dislike saying the same thing twice. And I never repeat a song for an encore.
If you would, Miss Sky. I believe I was saying that the only way Mr. Latus killer could have escaped was through that air vent on the ceiling.
Yes.
There was only one door in the room, and a witness, you, will take account of it. The air vent isn't very big, see? Kind of limits people who could possibly get through. Which is so inconceivably obnoxious for us. I certainly would have a difficult time. You sure would. Not that you would have been in the first place, though. Remember, the whole backstage area was off limits to people not involved with the current set. Anyone to hit the killer is the defendant. A virtuoso performance. I couldn't have put it better myself. Yeah, of course you couldn't have. She does state a clear case. Though, reading the report, something caught my eye. Oh? What's that? The circumstances of the defendant's arrest. The circumstances? Again? Hey, that's right, Apollo. Remember when we found Machi? That was bizarre. That was quite bizarre. She's right. Why did Mr. Latus's body disappear from the room? And end up on top of that stage tower, holding a guitar, no less, with Machi there. I have a perceptive observation here, Judge. Thanks. It's kind of an accident, really. But you work at it long enough. You get a nose for things. The judge saw some pleased with himself. You know what? That's a good thing. Very good fun, detective. Perhaps you can tie it all together for us. I mean, or not. You don't need to. Like, feel free not to. Why was the body moved? And how does that lead us to the killer? A missing body. This here is gonna be detrimental to our case. I just spilled my fucking drink all down my fucking jumper. Ah, god damn it. Ah, god damn it. Ah! I believe Machi stole the body because of some lyrics. He moved the body to match Lamar's song. No one in the country had the motive to kill the victim. Machi practically left his signature at the scene. All of this evidence clearly points to the defendant. But does it have to? Like, can it not? Lamar's song. Yes, the guitar serenade. You notice it's code too, did you not? It's code. Yeah, didn't we point it out? All the evidence that followed the lyrics to our song. The first keys my heart held on to so tightly, but stolen. If I could have Gavin's song burst, Mr. Gavin's guitar burst into flames on the stage. Mr. Latusa's life was taken by a bullet, and the rest hard the vision. Guitar, up together to the sky. That's mad! It's like a straight out of some fairy tale. God, Judge, what kind of lingo are we using here? That's mad, eh? That doesn't seem very, professional. But that's okay. It's like a fairy tale. I admit it, I'd forgotten about that song. But there it is now, waiting for me. The grand finale, as it were. Hey, you know, I was when we first noticed that. Yeah, good job. I've heard jumping rope to songs and counting to songs. But killing? It's a wild world up there, Judge. It is a wild, wild world. Very well. We've heard one song and dance. Let's get on to the next. The cross-examination. Bum, bum, bum. I'm not sure I'm going to be doing much singing. Why not? You'd be great, man. Okay. I believe the much he sold the body because of the lyrics. He moved the body to match Lamar's song. He left his signature. What was this signature? What do you mean by this signature? The bullet holes in the walls, of course. The bullet holes? I guess because they were quite high up. It had to be from a short guy, I guess. Especially this one. One shot miss and left a hole in the wall. And that means what exactly? The dressing room isn't exactly spacious. Picture the shooter facing off the victim in there. They can't be more than 5 feet apart. It'd be difficult, almost impossible to miss at that range. Difficult to miss, you say? Very. Yeah, assuming the shooter could properly aim. No, you can't be serious. Marty, he can't see. Yeah. You see, I had forgotten about that little tidbit of information. That's why he missed. It's the only explanation that makes sense. He used the sound and other sensors to fire the gun. Poorly. That reminds me, the monitor in that room was blaring at the time, yeah? Hardly ideal conditions for tracing by sound. A blind shooter? No wonder he missed. I knew those bullet holes would come back to haunt me. Think, Justice. What do I do now? Oh, yeah, now let's just sit back and watch. Raise an objection. Sure, the bullet holes in the wall. But that doesn't mean proof that the shooter couldn't see. Oh, how so? Oh, there could have been a struggle with the victim. That's certainly possible. And it might have been the revolver's fault. The revolver? The revolver was a very large caliber, correct? Exactly. Heavy. The shooter wasn't used to fire a large weapon. But it could dislocate their shoulder. Exactly. The defendant Mochi Tobai, as you can see, tiny. It's not so hard to picture him firing the gun and missing entirely. The kickback alone would have thrown him up with half his aim. A convincing argument, to be sure. Haha! Take that, smug prosecution. Apollo? What? That bit about Mochi being tiny. And the gun throwing off his aim? Aren't you kind of, yeah, helping him? Admitting that he did it? Oh. It doesn't matter why he missed. What matters is that he was the shooter. Is that the shooter was, without a doubt, the defendant. Even the defense seems to agree on that point. Ugh, fuck's sake. You know, my boy Phoenix would have never made that mistake. Because Phoenix is very good at his job, and he would make dumb mistakes like that. Trust. Cripes. It's really time to put my foot down on it this time. You really did put your foot down this time. But let's get the facts of the matter on the record. If you would, Storyline Detective. Very well. The witness will add this to her testimony. Right. Okay. So on this side, the shooter was blind. Okay. What if I? Oh, what do I present? Okay. I was biting my hand. That worked. Shooter. Got it. The prosecution holds that the shooter couldn't see, right? A scientific conclusion based on a thorough examination of the crime scene, yes. Apparently not thorough enough, Miss Emma. Do better next time. I have a certain piece of evidence that completely overturns your claim. What? This is the evidence. The photograph of the crime scene? I don't care much for the smirk on the prosecutor Gavin's face. But this is no time to think twice. Time to press on. Yes, Your Honor. The crime scene. There is something in here that decisively contradicts the prosecution's point. Then perhaps you better show us this something. Get your finger out of the breeze and put it to good use, yeah? Okay, okay. You should very well show us what you're thinking, Mr. Justice. The blood! I'm probably wrong. The contradiction is right here. The smeared bloodstains? I thought it was just my blurry vision. But it really was blurry. The way the victim's hand is raised above his head. Much like a gesture I have seen many times in this court. It's almost as if he wrote something. Aha! I get it! At least, I think I get it. Get what, Freeline? When Mr. Latas was shot, he tried to write something. And what would he write but the shooter's name? And what would he write it in? But his own blood. Pretty good, huh? Thanks for making my point for me. Yes, in fact. That's what I think happened too. That does seem to be a distinct possibility. However... let's have a look at this photo, shall we? Oh, that's an A. That could be a T and then an I, and then that could be a C, a H. I don't know, but the victim wrote the killer's name. It's certainly a logical conclusion. Drat. I wish it wasn't rubbed out like that. Of course, it's rubbed out. Why, if it were a killer, I certainly wouldn't want to leave my own name behind. It's exactly, Judge. Neither would I. No one has anything else to say, right? About what? Prosecution accepts this? You agree this was the victim making an attempt to record the name of the killer? And they tried to write the name out? What's your point? What's my point? He's blind! He wouldn't be able to see it! Let me ask you this. How did the killer know the victim was writing their name down? Well, he was writing something in blood. Once the killer saw what it was... Wait a minute! Once he saw what it was... But what did you just testify about the shooter? I said they were blind. Ah! There we are. Yet the crime scene itself contradicts that. The killer had to have been able to see. Why would they write the name in blood otherwise? May I remind the court that the defendant, Machi is blind. He couldn't have been the shooter. Impossible! Order! Order! Order!
Prosecutor Gavin, please explain this to me what this all means. I mean, looking at this photo, it seems quite clear that the shooter could see. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, up until now. Shut up, detective. So, judge. The Gavineers are a band with law enforcement ties. Yet a murder occurred. During our concert, apparently this caused some confusion over jurisdiction. As a result, some reports were not filed in a timely manner. I'm not sure I like this vibe I'm getting here. Hey Apollo, look at him. Why would Prosecutor Gavin all relax and smile him like that? Looks like he does something we don't. And he's about to tell us. I've got an idea. Let's rock with this document. But before that, I have a question for the full-on detective. If I may? What? Tell me. Why do you think that Mochitabai is blind? Huh? What did he say? What are you saying? Of course he's blind. Of course. He's the blind pianist, right? So he's... Doesn't Nawala lead him around by the hand all the time? No way. Is he not actually blind? I have a report here on the defendant. According to this, Mochitabai can see perfectly well. What? That's not good for us at all. His blindness was merely publicly employed by those clever Borginians. He can see quite well. But you said... What did I say exactly? Her forehead. Not once in the course of the trial have I claimed the defendant was blind. And what I did was follow a detective. But that's... gobbledygook. That's hoopla. A significant fact, yes. Consider Mochitabai sees. And he was the only one who could have fled through the air vent. I see no problem with this. But what about the bullet holes in the wall? Yes, the bullet holes. I believe her forehead neatly explained us for us. Had it was because he couldn't see, it was the kickback from the .45 caliber revolver. A simple accident, in other words. How's that? I'm afraid your objection has just flown off for brighter skies. This is where the real fun begins. Her forehead. Yeah. I don't know if fun is the operative word that I would use to describe the situation. I didn't know. I knew you didn't have what it took. You jerk. Just what was I in here for? Comic relief? Yeah, apologize. Ha ha ha. Oh, sorry. That's no way to apologize. He's angered the Trucy now. Look out. Ahem. If we could please end the bickering now. Whatever. I'm not leaving. I can't leave like this. I'll come up with some clues to solve the case if it kills me. But your testimony has already given us enough to convict the defendant. Don't say that. Ah! Aha! Aha what? This bloodstain. The criminal tried to wipe it off, right? That saves to what happened, yes. We might be able to find out what was really written here. Really? You can do that? That's right. With this. It's called luminol. Maybe you know of it. It's a chemical that reacts to blood. Ah, yes. Well, have we done those tests yet? Ha! As if I'm going to tell you. The bloodstain is covered a section of the carpet. In order to perform blood tests, that section was removed and submitted. Perhaps we should request it in here for court now. Okay. Right, go for it, Apollo. Huh? I have to do the test? You just have to spray the luminol on it. A candle that reacts to blood? I've heard this somewhere. Yes, I believe an analysis is required for. Have at it. Why me? I'm the defendant, I'm the defense attorney. Not the fucking detective. So you should do this. Just press, just spray. Here, give it a try. The eyes of the entire court are focused on me. Apollo, your hands are shaking. Let's do this!
I see a 6, I see a 0, I see a 4. IPYX 314706. 726. Nope, 206. Ah, it really works. This must be the power of science. It says IPXX 314206. Is that the killer's name? Come on, Emma. Maybe it is. If the killer was a robot. Aha! I have it. So what is it? I thought this IPXX looked familiar. It's Interpol ID number. Interpol? You mean the International Police Agency? Yes. Most are undercover agents working to stop international crimes. But why would he write that number? Why would Mr. Latus even know a number like this? Good show, fellow detective. Rock on! Was he actually a detective? Or a cop? Your Honor, we can verify the number immediately. Darian, are you there? Come to witness stand. Yo-ho! Darian, you heard what we need. Go check into this Interpol ID number. Sure thing. Give me 30 minutes. No, 27. Okay. I'm not sure what to think of all this. The prosecution's case is airtight, or so it seems. Yet, if this number really is that of an Interpol agent... Oh, wait, I know. What if Marty Tobias is really an undercover Interpol agent? That would be a possibility. Possibility, yes. And one that would mark him the killer for certain. Why did the two know an Interpol ID number? That's what I want to know. Well, we have some time while we wait for Darian's report. Let's work on unraveling another mystery, shall we? A curious mystery involving Machi Tabai. What are you talking about? Fellow detective, please accept my apologies. I see what the defendant could in fact see, just before the trial began. It seemed too much of a bother to tell you. You had me until that last bit. Does this not raise another straightforward question? Well, sure. Why did Marty pretend he couldn't see? Exactly. It makes little sense. What do you think, her forehead? Huh? I'm gonna be present evidence. Okay, nope. The postcard. Sightseeing music. Maybe that? I don't know. What did I pretended he was blind? Wait, did it have translated in English? No, it didn't. Okay. What did you pretend he was blind? Do you know why? How could he know? Wait, Prosecutor Gavin knows why, doesn't he? He's known from the start of this trial. He's been leading us on this whole time. Something wrong? Do you think perhaps this is all some kind of game? No, at the moment I heard that report, I knew why. I suppose people who have sold over anime records really are something else. What does that have to do with anything? There was a reason why Machi Tobai pretended to be blind, but it wasn't for his own sake. Getting the picture now? It wasn't for himself? Well, Mr. Justice? Can you present evidence such as why he feigned blindness? I haven't a clue. Marty had to pretend he couldn't see. Which means... No, it couldn't be. Good show, her forehead. It seems you've thought of something. Why can't I figure this out on my own? I hate having to take my cues from this guy. Very well, look at this. This is why he was pretending he couldn't see. Maybe? That is... Lamiwa and Machi Tobai. Recall their relationship. In particular, the unique arrangement over the years before visiting our country. Lamiwa and her pianist. They would always walk together, she leading him by the hand. Even when they got on stage, she would lead him to the piano. She would walk all the way over there with him. That's right, because he was blind. She let him at all times, never letting him go. All times? Yet, we have just learned something that makes the arrangement peculiar indeed. Marchie could see. Why did they keep up the act this whole time? Well, wasn't it part of their performance? I think there's a simpler explanation. Marchie did not need to play by hand at all. That can only mean one thing. Ah! Ah! Really? Really. It was all the other way around. The one who needed to be led by the hand was Lamoire. What's this? So you mean to say that Lamoire is... She's... Yes, Your Honor. Lamoire is blind. What? What? What a plot twist. Order! 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 This is crazy, Prosecutor Gavin. Is it now? Please! Please have some sanity on this madness. The defense has made an outrageous claim. The only thing outrageous I see about the Ford is his vast fault. Can you not? Yet I see it is not vast in vain this time. He's quite correct. But that makes no sense. Yeah. Wasn't he supposed to be the landscape painter in sound or something? Well, since we have her here, why not ask Lamoire herself? I believe she's still in the waiting room. Apollo? What has it been for our case? Don't ask me. I had no idea she couldn't see. I hadn't even imagined it until now. Bailiff, bring in Lamoire. Okay. Lamoire, it pains me deeply to call you before us again in this way. And yet I must. Please, do not be concerned on my behalf. Okay. Those eyes. She really can't see? Really? It is true. How funny it is that a tiny lie born in the Borginian countryside would one day grow to entangle the entire world. But so you are, yes, as I mentioned before. I have no memory of the time before I became Lamoire. Know too that my memories begin in darkness. The word light has no meaning for Lamoire. I see. You may recall me saying something towards the beginning of this trial, her forehead. What's that? I believe I said it was unfortunate this crime had no direct witnesses. Ah. Now, Lamoire, I must ask you to stand once more. Will you testify to the court about your eyes? Of course. It was never my intention to deceive any of you. May I begin, Your Honor? Ah, yes, of course. Though I admit, I'm a little lost here. I think we're all a bit lost here, Judge. Yeah, facts. Witness testimony. Lamoire's eyes. I have no memory of the light. I debuted in a world full of darkness and sound. Our producer came up with the PR line before he knew this. So silly as it may sound, I had to pretend that I could see. Everyone on my staff knew, of course, but no others. Okay. That's strange. But this murder trial, I apologize. It was part of my contract, you see. I would keep my blindness a secret, no matter what. Music is everything for me. I never imagined something like this would. She told us the truth in the beginning, when she said she saw nothing. Very well. Does the defense have anything to add? I'd like to cross-examine. But what is there left to ask? There was one thing in testimony that bothered me. Perhaps it is best we let you get it out of your system. Someday, you'll come to understand the importance of thinking for yourself. Very well. The defense may add to okay. Be aware that this court will not tolerate any questions deemed too stressful to the witness. Okay. There was only one part that bothered me. The end. Just let me ask for that and I'll be happy. Lamar's eyes. It was the last bit, right? I have the memory of light, they brewed in the world of darkness and sound. My producer came to me before he knew. So used the sound to pretend I could see. Everyone on my staff knew. Does that mean everyone? So like, including Mr. Yeah, some saying Mr. Latus as well. Of course, he was my manager. So he knew. And that's what's bugging me. Something the matter, Justice? I believe I know what is bothering our young attorney. You were thinking of when you discovered the body, yes? Is he right, Apollo? Yes, I was. He's alive. Can you hear me? Cold. So cold. Witness. You're cold? Don't worry. Can't see. Hang in there. Who was the witness? The witness is Siren. Why did he ask a blind woman as the witness? Why would he do that? He knew you were blind. I don't know. Tisk tisk. Tisk tisk. What did I just say? You need to learn to think for yourself. Meaning what, exactly? There is no mystery here if you recall everything he said. Think of his last words once more. The witness, Siren. We've heard them many times, along with a little play acting by our defense. I remember them well myself, but that statement is not what I refer to. I know what he said before that. What? What came before that? Ah! That's right. He tried to tell you. When he said can't see, he wasn't talking about himself. He was talking about the witness. I see. Well, she didn't. Aha. Well, too bad the witness did not weld her forehead. Try relaxing. Looking at the facts first next time. Ugh. Order! Order! Recall Lamoire's testimony earlier. I was on my way from the stage to get the backstage exit. There were 2 shots. I couldn't do anything to stop it. But you couldn't have heard these gunshots. I thought we proved that. That is not the most important point here. The moment he was shot, Mr. Latus witnessed her through that window. Why else would he have named her as the witness? Ah! But I really did hear them. 2 gunshots, and the man's voice. Unfortunately, such a thing wasn't possible. The window was closed. We have already run a simulation, of course, but it was so clear. If I heard the voice again, I would know it in an instant. Bailiff, Your Honor. What is it, Bailiff? Can't you see we're in a session here? We have the results back from the investigation. Investigation? Ah, the Interpol number that Mr. Truth left us. Well, let's hear it. We will continue the conversation afterward. Detective Crescent, your report, please. I asked Interpol about that number. I'm sure you'll find that entry intriguing. Quick word, as always, Darian. Well, tell us about the victim number. Is the defendant a secret agent? The agent registered under the number was Romain Latus. Oh shit! What? Our undercover Interpol agent was Mr. Latus himself. He was apparently in the middle of an operation. So when he wrote those letters, he was trying to get us. He was trying to tell us his own identity, and a cautious killer tried to wipe them away. Mr. Latus was an undercover Interpol agent, so him being Lamoire's manager was just a cover.
most likely. There's only one important detail I found. Well, out with it! It concerns that 45 caliber the murder weapon. Apparently, it belonged to Romain Latouche. He had an Interpol permit to carry firearms, and the registration number on the rubber matched. So the victim was killed by his own weapon, which does make sense. It's hard to imagine someone who wasn't an Interpol agent with such a large revolver. So the victim was an Interpol agent on an undercover op. I wonder how that ties into everything. It could tie in somehow, you'd think. Yeah, somehow. Thanks for looking into that for us, Detective Crescent. It's a great help. Oh, no problem at all, Your Honor. I'll be heading out. Hold it. Wait. Lamois? Is something the matter? That voice just now. Darian? Mr. Darian, is it? It was him. I am sure of it. It was him? You aren't saying. The voice I heard talking to Mr. Latouche when I heard the gunshots fired. It was him! It was Mr. Darian! What?! Is this some kind of joke? What?! No way! Well, that's interesting. The courtroom fell into such a chaotic state that the trial had to be suspended temporarily. I'd never said that happened before. Of course, it's not every day you get an accusation like that one. Lamois, Lamois fingering Darian Crescent. Not only is he a guitarist, he's a detective. Could it really have been his voice Lamois heard? Things were changing fast, and frankly, I wasn't sure I could keep up with it. Hey, don't bring out now, Apollo. You know, you're right. Well, you know, chat, on that cliffhanger, you know what it's time to do. It is time to end. Dun dun dun! On a cliffhanger. We're ending it. Yes! I'm sorry. But don't worry. We'll be back tomorrow for the second part of this trial. That was certainly something. Darian Crescent is the murderer, apparently. That's interesting. That's cool. That's fun. That's quirky and new. But I guess that was good. That was good to get. That was good. That was good. Very, very good. Well, chat, I want to thank you for coming by. We had fun. I guess we will head out now. Thank you guys for watching. We made sensational progress. I had a lot of fun. This case is good. It's different. We got some banging soundtracks. Lot of cliffhangers. A lot of plot points. Blind men. Non-blind men. The detective is a murderer. What? So I guess tune in next time on Title Drama Island to find out what happens next in the case involving all of the boys. Alright, chat. Thank you guys for watching. And I will see yous all later. Toodles!